It's natural to be curious about compatibility and comfort during intimacy. But when people ask, how long can a woman actually take? The real answer goes beyond numbers. It involves biology, arousal, and psychology. The average vaginal depth, and how it changes when not aroused. The vaginal canal typically measures around 3 to 4 inches deep. But during arousal, it expands and lengthens, a natural process called vaginal tenting. This adjustment allows more comfortable penetration, usually reaching 5 to 7 inches or even slightly more for some women. Readiness matters more than size. Arousal and relaxation are key. When a woman feels both physically and mentally ready, her body naturally accommodates more. Without proper arousal or emotional comfort, even average sizes can feel uncomfortable. The body's readiness, not just the length, determines ease and pleasure. Depth isn't everything. Angle and position count too. Pleasure depends greatly on angles and positioning. Too deep penetration can reach the cervix, which may cause discomfort. Positions like missionary or woman on top usually allow better control and reduce pressure, especially when the penis is longer. Emotional connection enhances physical openness. Studies in psychology highlight that a woman's physical response is deeply tied to emotional safety. When she feels secure, loved, and respected, her body relaxes and responds positively. Emotional trust allows deeper arousal, and as a result, greater comfort. Size isn't the secret to satisfaction. Contrary to popular myths, satisfaction is not all about size. Surveys show that many women prefer good communication, rhythm, and emotional connection over extreme length. Technique and understanding almost always outweigh sheer size. Final thought. So, how much can a woman truly take? For most, around 6 to 7 inches feels natural and comfortable, but only when her mind and body are in harmony. Comfort, consent, and connection always matter more than numbers. True intimacy is about chemistry, care, and mutual understanding. Part 2, 6. The brain controls the body's response. A woman's brain plays a major role in how her body reacts during intimacy. When the mind is relaxed and free from stress or anxiety, blood flow increases to the pelvic area, heightening arousal and comfort. On the other hand, fear, pressure, or emotional tension can cause involuntary tightening, making penetration uncomfortable, regardless of size. Communication builds confidence and comfort, talking openly with a partner about pace. Pressure and comfort levels strengthens emotional trust. When both partners communicate, they create an environment where both feel safe and connected. This emotional safety allows the body to respond more positively and naturally. Every woman's anatomy is unique. Just like fingerprints, no two women are exactly the same. Some have a shorter vaginal canal, others longer, and sensitivity levels vary too. That's why what feels comfortable for one person might not feel the same for another. Respecting individual differences is essential for mutual pleasure and understanding. Mindset and mood amplify sensations. Arousal doesn't start with the body. It begins in the mind. When a woman feels desired, appreciated, and emotionally connected, her psychological arousal translates into physical readiness. The more emotionally engaged she is, the more her body adapts for deeper comfort and pleasure. Healthy intimacy depends on trust, not performance. Real satisfaction comes from emotional connection, empathy, and respect, not physical perfection. When partners focus on mutual comfort instead of performance, they build intimacy that's both physically and emotionally fulfilling. Final reflection. In the end, pleasure and comfort aren't measured in inches. They're shaped by communication, trust, emotional bonding, and relaxation. A strong psychological connection opens the door to physical comfort and lasting satisfaction. Part 3. 11. The role of emotional intimacy in physical pleasure. True. Intimacy begins long before physical contact. When a woman feels emotionally connected, her body responds more positively. Trust, affection, and understanding release hormones like oxytocin, which promote relaxation and make intimacy more comfortable and enjoyable. Without that emotional bond, even physical closeness can feel distant or mechanical. The importance of patience and mutual understanding. Every intimate experience is unique, and rushing it can disrupt both emotional and physical comfort. Taking time to build anticipation, trust, and connection allows both partners to sync emotionally and physically, leading to more satisfying experiences. Why perfect size is a myth. Many people worry about whether size determines pleasure. Science and surveys consistently show that technique, care, and emotional chemistry matter far more than length. The focus should always be on comfort, rhythm, and mutual satisfaction, not unrealistic expectations. When comfort turns into pain, listening to the body. If discomfort or pain occurs, it's the body's way of signaling a need for adjustment. Slowing down, changing positions, or focusing on relaxation can make a big difference. Communication in these moments isn't a weakness. It's a sign of maturity and respect for each other's boundaries. The ultimate truth, intimacy, is about connection at its core. Human intimacy is a psychological dance between trust and vulnerability. The most fulfilling experiences come when both partners feel safe, respected, and emotionally present. It's not the size that matters, but the connection, communication, and care that turn closeness into something meaningful. Final takeaway. So how much can a woman truly take? The real answer lies in her comfort, mindset, and emotional connection. Most can comfortably handle 6 to 7 inches when relaxed and engaged. But that's not the goal. The goal is mutual pleasure, respect, and understanding. Because in the psychology of intimacy, pleasure thrives where love and comfort meet. Part 4. 16. How emotions shape physical experience. Our emotions directly influence how the body reacts to intimacy. Feelings like love, excitement, and trust stimulate hormones that enhance pleasure and comfort. In contrast, stress or fear triggers tension, reducing sensitivity and causing discomfort. Emotional harmony creates physical ease. That's the power of the mind-body connection. The power of relaxation and trust. When a woman feels emotionally safe, her body automatically relaxes. This physical openness isn't something that can be forced. It's a natural response to security and affection. Studies in human psychology show that trust is one of the strongest factors in creating satisfying, pain-free experiences. 18. The role of foreplay and mental stimulation. True arousal begins long before touch. Gentle words, emotional closeness, and meaningful attention stimulate the brain's pleasure centers. This mental foreplay prepares the body, increases blood flow, and expands comfort. In short, the mind must be aroused before the body fully follows. K. Confidence and comfort go hand in hand. For both partners, confidence plays a huge role in satisfaction. When a woman feels confident about her body and her connection with her partner, her comfort level increases naturally. Confidence eliminates pressure, allowing intimacy to feel effortless and mutually enjoyable. The balance between desire and care. Desire alone doesn't create satisfaction. Care does. When passion is balanced with patience, emotional awareness, and empathy, intimacy transforms into a deeper connection. This balance turns physical acts into emotional expressions of trust and affection. Closing thoughts. Part 4. Summary. Every woman's comfort level depends on a mix of emotional readiness, psychological safety, and physical understanding. When partners approach intimacy with empathy instead of ego, they experience a stronger connection, one built on trust, care, and communication. Because at the end of the day, real satisfaction isn't measured in inches, it's measured in emotional depth. Part 5. T1. Why understanding matters more than performance. The foundation of fulfilling intimacy isn't physical performance, it's understanding. When partners learn how the body and mind work together, they build empathy and respect. True satisfaction comes from emotional awareness, not from trying to meet unrealistic standards or comparisons. The myth of bigger equals better. Science consistently shows that pleasure isn't determined by size. For most women, emotional connection, consistent rhythm, and trust create far more satisfaction than size ever could. A caring partner who listens and adjusts always outperforms a partner focused on length alone. The emotional dimension of intimacy, physical connection may ignite desire, but emotional connection sustains it. When both partners share vulnerability and affection, intimacy becomes an expression of trust, not just attraction. This emotional bond makes physical closeness feel deeper and more meaningful. How communication keeps relationships healthy, talking openly about comfort, pace, and boundaries builds confidence and eliminates anxiety. Couples who communicate are more likely to experience fulfilling intimacy because they prioritize emotional safety. Silence creates confusion. Conversation creates connection. The complete truth, mind, body, and soul. Intimacy isn't only a biological act. It's a psychological and emotional journey. The body responds best when the mind feels safe and the heart feels connected. Comfort depends not on inches, but on trust, patience, communication, and mutual care. Final reflection. So how much can a woman truly take? The honest answer: as much as her mind and heart feel ready for. When her body is relaxed, her emotions secure, and her partner understanding, comfort follows naturally.